Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Right guys, so let's get into it. Today we have another sad breakup story to report to you guys. And this one is about Rishi Singh from India and Jen Bocher from the United States. And this couple has officially called it quits as of yesterday. Now, if you guys watched the show they were on, the season they were on, which was just a couple of months ago, these two kind of seemed to be done at that point, but then they kind of dropped some hints that they were still together. And so it kind of confused viewers, like what is going on with Jen and Rishi. Also, during their season, my impression personally, besides the tell-all where they kind of went their separate ways, was that these two were kind of compatible. You know, they seem to be getting along. They seem to be compatible, at least more so than other couples. But of course, the long distance relationship, the India customs, I guess, and we can see that also with the couple on this season. So we also saw that with Jenny and Sumit. Just being there, having to abide by Indian rules and whatnot, takes its toll on these couples. And I think so far only Jenny and Sumit are the American woman with Indian man couple that have worked out, which is really funny considering that Sumit was originally a catfish and he was masquerading as, I believe, this muscular guy from England or something. I forget exactly where he was supposed to be from, but he was a catfish. And then Jenny found out and they still ended up together, and they're still together as of today. And also there's like a 30 year difference between the two of them. So the least likely couple is the only one that has worked out so far. Very odd. But let's take a look at exactly what is going on with Jen and Rishi right here. So let's go over this. So this is actually an older piece, and this was from the tell-all. But just yesterday, Rishi says that he and Jen have decided to part ways, but they will remain as platonic friends. Now, he says this hasn't been an easy decision by any measure, but we know it's the right one at this point in our lives. Rishi said in an Instagram post announcing the news. Now, I also want to talk about something else in this video, and this is just going to be my opinion here, but I just want to touch a little bit on why do couples seem to stay together when they are obviously apart, but at least publicly on social media, they seem to stay together. And it's not just Jen and Rishi. We're going to go through, their Instagram feed, and we're going to look at some of the comments. And a lot of the comments are like, yeah, we kind of expected that you guys were done. Isn't this old news? Aren't you guys just trying to stay relevant by putting this information out there? Because, there's been a few couples recently that have broken up. And so perhaps they're trying to kind of insert themselves into the 90 Day Fiancé news cycle. That's very possible. But also, like I said, a lot of couples seem to have broken up and then they kind of stayed together. We have Kalani and Asuelu, who were done as of November of 2022, and they stayed together for a while. And that was kind of weird because why, is it just for the show? So would Jen and Rishi kind of break up after the tell-all or during the tell-all and then completely split and then just stay together because they hope to come back on the show at some point if they're still kind of faking a relationship on social media? Why exactly do couples do this? We're also seeing it with Jabri and Miona. It's very obvious that these two are kind of done, but when pressed about it, they both kind of seem to not really say anything directly. But we just did a video that Miona we don't know for sure, might have a new man in her life. So this is a trend that we see, and I really don't understand why people aren't more honest. So let's take a look at what else is going on with these two. So 90 Day Fiancé stars Jen Bocher and Rishi Singh have officially called it quits. Rishi, 33, shared a statement about their breakup in an Instagram post on Saturday, saying that the two have decided to amicably split because it is the right decision for them at this time. Now, Jen and I have mutually decided to part ways, he said. This hasn't been an easy decision by any measure, but we know it's the right one at this point in our lives. The love and respect we have will always be, and our shared memories are forever. And this is, we will remain as platonic friends, is also what he says right here. Now, Rishi concluded the statement by saying that they will remain as friends. As for Jen, 48, she has not yet posted anything about the split on her social media as of Saturday. The pair, who starred in 90 Day Fiancé the other way and even broke up during the season finale, have been facing relationship challenges over the past few months. Jen and Rishi appeared on the show after having been engaged for 2 years, despite his family not giving their blessing over their 15-year age difference. And that's a huge deal in India, right? And we kind of learn from Jenny and Sumit's parents, especially his mom, that really is not okay and it's never been okay. And with good reason, because in that case, Jenny kind of lied to the parents. We did a video about this a few years ago. And when Jenny originally went to India, she lied to Sumit's parents, saying that she was just kind of like visiting. She was just there as a tourist and they were just friends. But meanwhile, they were kind of, doing the funky stuff in his mom's apartment without her knowing. And so his mom really felt betrayed. And I really think that affected the relationship even like a decade later to this point today, because she felt betrayed and she felt lied to. And of course, she also said that, in India, people gossip, people talk. So when you have your son that's 33 and he's dating a 60-year-old, people talk and it's embarrassing to the family. And I think you can kind of, if people really talk like that and people call you on the phone, you can understand that it can really take its toll. So you could see it here, the 15 age difference, which is not even that bad compared to Jenny and Sumit, but it's still, it was still a problem for his parents. Now, it did appear that Jen was done with trying to keep their relationship alive during the show, especially after she learned that Rishi's family was looking for a wife for him after he chose to hide their engagement. Now, Rishi later described Jen's decision to end their relationship during the tell-all episode as a heat-of-the-moment choice. And here's a picture of them when they were happy and together, which is no longer the case. However, the pair revealed that they reconnected during a wedding in the 6 months since their separation. There was something else, I think, in store for us, Jen said. Now, as far as the status of their relationship at the time, she said, I love him. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're not engaged. A lot of things would have to happen, and I'm not confident they would happen. Rishi, however, admitted that he still thought of Jen as his fiancé. She acknowledged that we're still in touch, we still love each other, but there's a lot of things that would have to happen for us to be engaged again. He would have to be willing to leave his mom's house. Now, after viewing a clip during the tell-all showing Rishi admitting that he can go against his family amid his parents' refusal to bless his engagement, Jen remained unconvinced that the pair had a future together. It's like, Rishi and I have a good time together. I love him, but at this point, I don't know if this is going anywhere, she said. So that's kind of a rundown of what happened. So the pair kind of try to reconnect, and they were talking about, like I said, there's been hints, because I've seen articles over the last couple of months that these two were not really done, and they were working on things and trying to get back together and whatnot, but I guess it just did not happen in the end. So if we look at Rishi Singh, so we have here his message, and then some of the comments here we can see, I don't know if you guys can see this, but Sumit and Jenny, who have a joint Instagram account, said, so sorry to hear that. I wish God gives you strength to deal with the situation. Let's see if Rishi responded. No, he did not respond. And then somebody else says the situation he doesn't want to face, which is a situation with his parents. And then there's kind of like a little bit of a back and forth here. And then Sumit and Jenny, which I believe this is Sumit, says this is Indian culture. You cannot make India USA. So you can see once again that this whole difference of cultures seems to really play out. And you have to really want to integrate into Indian culture. You have to really want to integrate into your spouse's family. And if you don't, then it's not going to work unless you get the other spouse to come to the USA, which I don't think that we've seen that yet with a couple where there's an Indian spouse. We haven't seen that yet. We thought we were going to see it with Jenny and Sumit, but we just haven't. So some more comments here. I'm so sorry to hear that. My heart goes out to you. Sorry, Rishi. And somebody says, lol, I already knew this. This ain't news. This is 90 Day Chisme, which is a 90-day account. And then don't comment. Words hurt when people are already struggling. And so there's a lot of back and forth here. But if we look at this Instagram account, 90 Day Fiancé Update, we'll see that most people are basically saying that, didn't this happen months ago? Some people are terrified to be forgotten after their 15 minutes are up. So, they're getting accused of just trying to bring it up as if it's news or like anybody cares. This person says, let us forget about y'all, please. Exactly. I've known it since last year. And then somebody says in Spanish, me hubiera gustado una unión para siempre de ustedes, which means like I would have liked to see you guys stay together forever. Like this is a big surprise. We never cared for this relationship from the beginning. It was too many red flags. No surprise here. Good. I hope to never have to see her again. So this person does not like Jen. Why do people go to a different country with totally different customs and expect things to be the way they are in the United States? That's why you go to another country to enjoy their customs and beauty. So you can kind of get a feel for how people are, feeling about this whole thing. And then we also have, on the other hand, we have Kimberly and TJ on this current season of 90 Day Fiancé. And we just did a video a couple of days ago because this couple, Kimberly and TJ, they got married and the wedding was something like a few episodes long. And it really felt as if it took over half of the show just leading up to it. And then the actual wedding was really the main part of their storyline. And then Kimberly goes online on Instagram and then just drops the news that basically she's divorcing TJ and she's had it. She's never going back to India and everything. So you can definitely see a pattern with these couples where there's a person from India that it's very difficult and it doesn't seem to work out. I think the success rate is 33%. We've had 3. Maybe there are others. I forget now. Just Jenny and Sumit, and we've had 2 failures. But you could see the same thing happening with Kimberly and TJ, literally as it happened with Jen and Rishi. And there's not even a huge age difference between Kimberly and TJ, only 3 years, which is, very normal, and still, trying to integrate, trying to abide by the rules, by the family rules is just so difficult. And most of these couples, they just don't work out for that reason. So perhaps in the future, maybe we could see one of, the spouse going to India and perhaps the other spouse coming to the USA. Perhaps would like to see how that would work out if the Indian person would try to integrate into the USA, because it just seems like the Americans are not really able to integrate. And so you guys let me know what you think. Do you guys think that Jen should have tried harder? She should have really abided by the rules. Some people are saying, look, you're going to India, and so you kind of know what to expect. Or if you don't, you should definitely get educated. And then if that's what you want, then that's what you do. And that's what you try to follow the rules. Do you think that those people are right? What do you guys make of this whole thing? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys did enjoy this update about Jen and Rishi. So completely done as of now. We probably won't be seeing them again. Also, what do you guys make of this whole, we're kind of broken up, but we're still going to pretend like we're working on things or we're still together, on social media? Do you guys think that people just do this in hopes that TLC calls them and say, hey, you guys want to come back on the show? Because like I said, we're seeing a pattern. Kalani and Asuelu, done as of a year ago. And Kalani also had her new man, Dallas. We did a video about that a few days ago. And supposedly she waited a year to drop this news, even though she did 90 Day The Last Resort. Very odd. And so, we didn't know that her and Asuelu were completely done, even though we had hints that they were. But she was not allowed to say that because they were filming the show. So very weird. And now we have Jibri and Miona, who also seem to be done. We have a bunch of other couples as well. These are not the only ones. So it's very odd that people just pretend they're still together online. You guys let me know why you think that is in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for more content right here on the channel. And I will see you guys very soon. Take care.